It's the beginning of what is a 2-month adventure, and I can't wait for every other day. I was so excited that I actually got tears in my eyes and I started crying down the street. So this trip is sort of a gift to myself. And do I want to get something out of it? I think it was more just like allowing to see what showed up. It wasn't more like coming here with a certain objective. Noticing the thoughts that occur at the time. I love it. Giving myself space to just see what kind of arose in me, and that's, I think, why I'm here.
We have been 6 days in Hanoi, and the city is insane. The traffic, it takes some getting used to. People have been great, incredibly friendly.
Hanoi is organized chaos, to say the least.
We are enjoying here with all the crew. Shop, almost everything. Just few things left.
Almost too much to choose from when it comes to shopping for supplies.
The Bamboo Road has been sort of an evolution. So we started in Hanoi and work our way down the coast of Vietnam, and then we hit the road for somewhere between 90 and 140 kilometer days. We visit some UNESCO sites like Hue and Hoi An, and we really get to sample a little bit more of the mountainous terrain and the different flavors of Vietnam as we work our way down the coast. We cross into the dustier red dirt sections of Cambodia in the north, and then down the Mekong. Once we get into Thailand, we hit Bangkok, and then we work our way down the peninsula, visiting both the Gulf of Thailand and the Andaman Sea. Lots of tropical beach riding. The riding picks up a little bit in Malaysia. Malaysia is a great fusion of different cultures, which brings new excitement to the tour. After Penang, we head up into the Cameron Highlands, visiting Kuala Lumpur and heading south to the Malacca Strait. And then we wrap the tour up by taking a boat into the heart of Singapore and going for one last exploration of the city.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, good morning.
Morning, everybody.
A milestone. First rest day, we're on to our second week, but this one's a nice short week. So today is the hard one. Tomorrow's much easier. First thing that we're doing on today's ride is we're backtracking to the highway, to the Ho Chi Minh Highway. So left out of here, and then when you hit the Ho Chi Minh Highway, right.
I'm a person that loves adventure and I love challenge, and I love quite often to do something that other people think is a bit bonkers. And then you arrive here and feel at home. You're just with people who it's in their blood in the same as it is with yours.
You guys doing okay? Good work?
Yeah, nice work.
We came from Bensoon and we are heading to some place. I don't remember the name of the heavy rain that's falling, so it washed my memory. It's soft, it's warm, you don't feel it, and you just go fast.
Vietnam had a couple of killer days, which for the challenge I loved.
Today is a very long day. I've heard it's the hardest day, but I'm blocking that out of my mind right now.
Vietnam had this beautiful scale to it, and the karst scenery and the mountains, which makes it fascinating because it's always changing. It's a journey is why I wanted to do, you know, A to B is because you want to see the changes. And experiencing this incredible transition all the way through.
On these tours, I mean, you're going to find yourself riding through a variety of different landscapes. You can go from a bustling city where, you know, you have the motorbike sounds, the car horns. You have people at a local market next to you, different sizzling foods on the side of the road. But then, you know, a couple hours later, you'll find yourself in a beautiful, lush jungle where you hear the rustling of the banyan trees or exotic bird calls you've never heard in your entire life. You see little instances of life just on the side of the road, like children getting off of school. You might encounter very traditional ways of production, like pounding rice with a huge mortar and pestle to make all sorts of rice products. Or weaving silk, you know, hand looms, making beautiful silk tapestries and dyeing them in really beautiful ways.
I would say no 2 days are the same. Each day has its own flavor, its own character, and each day is a surprise. It is like a childlike wonder that one gets to inhabit for quite a long time.
How are you? Good? Hey.
I feel like a little kid in a playground. It's like 2 months of curiosity and adventure. And quite honestly, a lot of the riders, we bounce off of each other with it because we encourage that giddiness and the playfulness. Yeah, the whole thing just feels like a big playground in a sense that we get to move through and bump up against and be surprised by and enlivened by.
I think that TDA riders take away a more authentic view and perception of the world on these tours. They want to get a sense of engagement from this part of the world.
We have had all kinds of interactions. People are curious what you're doing, why you're there, and they react on you not as a tourist but as a stranger, and they want to talk with you. You're really people from another planet on some places, and it gives you awareness that we're all together on this earth. Because for me, living is traveling, and traveling by bike through it, you really come to the essence of the country.
Can you find someone with fruit or vegetables? We need both.
We are in the local market in Bandung, Cambodia. So now we are real local market. That's why you see many people in the morning, very busy.
I think we're actually good there. Maybe one cabbage though. And some lime. Yeah, one looks good.
We call that milk apple.
Oh yeah, I've tried this before.
It's bitter. It's bitter? Yes. You like it though?
I don't like it. It tastes a bit sour.
Maybe let's try some. Yeah.
We got a bunch of fruit and veg, cabbage, avocado, dragon fruit, mango,
tomato, cucumber, passion fruit, and this one.
Oranges.
That's avocado.
I was just trying to think it was so similar.
I just think the people on this tour, riders and crew, have been exceptional.
Sticky rice.
Sticky rice. And we have a banana also.
There's quite a huge amount of camaraderie and care and support that emerges in this group, which has been really beautiful to see.
You might have days where you're riding through sweltering heat, and then maybe the next day you'll have a day where you're riding through intense downpours. Sure, it's out of your comfort zone, but that's honestly the beauty of it all. To push yourself out of your comfort zone and have an experience that is out of the ordinary, I think it's there that you really grow as a cyclist. Really just grow as a person. You know, this sense of really living your life and at the same time realize your potential.
Some of my favourite bits have been the most challenging bits, where I really didn't know if I was going to make it, but I pushed myself because I knew I was in good hands, and the knowledge of being in safe hands just means that you can just go forward and come across things afresh.
A young lady, she was looking at us, and I explained that there was an organization, TDA, and there were riders, and what she said in the end, oh, I thought it was a family. And that's really how it felt. You're one family and people taking care of each other.
It's a false idea to think that Southeast Asia is a homogeneous region. In fact, it's quite the opposite. Each one of these countries is uniquely and distinctly different.
If you're interested in the world and you have an open mind, the tour enriched my view on the world. And that feeling you get when you travel here.
For me, it's the bits in between the big places, and it's all those accumulations of wonderful experiences and local people that make the trip. Actually, do you know how wonderful humanity is? It really is, the world over. Culturally, people can be so different, but fundamentally, we're all just so similar.
Malaysia is really interesting because it's very much more mixed. It is like this combination of all the things that we've seen before. Malaysia was a bit of a shock to the system. What we got straight away was these roads where the traffic was faster, and that became a bit more gritty. But then a day or two later, suddenly you find that you're doing these climbs into the Cameron Highlands, and we hit proper jungle. You rode into it and it's like, this is virgin rainforest. And you could feel it. It's like, no, this is real jungle. This is absolutely pristine.
Malaysia really is an interface between many, many different cultures. Muslims and Hindus and Buddhism, and to me it's just eye-opening.
We have seen many temples and they're beautiful. As a matter of fact, the temples are the most beautiful places to be, and places of peace. You can feel that if you're there.
The Buddhist temples sort of started to taper in Thailand. The mosques were creeping in, but now the Hindu temples came in.
People work really hard here. I mean, you'll be riding along and you will see fish out in the sun drying, or people working in the rice fields, and it's a really neat environment.
Coming into Singapore was just brilliant. Singapore is classically futuristic, incredibly beautiful. The amazing architecture, the design, the parks, the waterfront. It's the perfect resolve to this route because you're sharing it with your riders, and we had all done this journey together. And now we were wrapping it up together. I came here looking for adventure and challenge, and I have found so much more. It's something I just want to hold on to every second of it.